Welcome from the Car HMi Detroit 2016. I'm Christina from we.CONECT, and I'm really glad to be here with Mark Boyadjis from IHS Automotive.
Mark, welcome to the conference, and thank you so much for your time to be here today. Do you mind briefly introducing yourself and give us a few insights into your professional background?
Sure. Mark Boyadjis. I'm a principal analyst and manager with IHS Automotive. I've been with the group for over 10 years now, focusing on all things connected car and user experience.
Good. And you'll be presenting a case study tomorrow afternoon regarding the industry's path to innovation. Tell us a bit more about that. What's it all about?
Yeah, well, I think we're at an interesting kind of crossroads where we're in between this vehicle of the past and what the vehicle becomes in the future. A lot of what we're talking about at the conference today is the design elements, what is going to improve distraction, what's going to improve technology enablement and user experience. I hope to help bridge some of the gaps between what is yesterday and today and what is tomorrow with a forecast of the different technologies and why different technologies will be compelling in the near term and in the long term.
What do you think will technology look like in the future, or say in the next 5 years, according to you?
Well, you know what? I like to tell people what our research shows, not necessarily just what Mark thinks, because our opinion, my opinion might be biased in some way, so we talk about the research kind of broadly. If I look at the consumer studies that we've done, speech and touch are the most important input mechanisms. I think that the car of tomorrow is very display-ridden, has a lot of good user experience graphics. It's a very rich kind of virtual assistant avatar type experience into the future. And what I think will be interesting is a lot of the tier one suppliers and other customers in the supply chain will have to shift their strategies in terms of technological development and what kind of capacities they have in-house, because the traditional business models are not always going to be around in the future.
That's true. And what do you think are the major challenges on the road towards future Car HMi?
It's going to be an iterative process. The challenge is not knowing what the future is going to bring. There's a lot of different opportunities out there with new technologies, existing ones, blending them together. But I was just in a session, and the question of which priority to assign, whether it's touch or controller, and can we blend the two, there wasn't actually a good answer. And so I think there's still a lot of unknowns in the industry about what the perfect HMI is, and I don't think anyone's perfected it. So the challenge is finding that perfect balance between the technological innovation and the user experience that we're hoping to drive out. And then, most importantly, enabling customers to achieve what they want to achieve with their connected lifestyle through that user interface.
Okay. And leaving the topic of Car HMi behind a little and coming back to the conference, what actually brought you here today, and with what expectations did you come here?
Well, this is my first time at the conference this year, and I was hoping to see the kind of presentation materials, the insights into the design elements that you don't always see at other conferences. So far, it's been very satisfactory for me. It's been very, very good to see some of the same faces and some new ones that I hadn't met before. And simply networking and finding out what's new is this kind of conference seems to be pretty good for that.
Good. Great. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for sharing your insights, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.